Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we're making things again.
Tonight we're going
done this in a while.
to be making these cool light up crystal ice sort of formations. He's going to discombobulate that so the battery don't die. Do one more good look at that so they can. You got to screw it in just right. There you go. We unscrew them so the batteries don't die because they use a very specific kind of battery. You got that? Okay. If we do it right, we won't have to actually unplug it. Okay. Basically, we started with these cool icicle decorations we found during the holidays at our local Dollar Tree.
Both would work.
And they come in a package of 2 for 99 cents. And we realized this video we're going to be using a couple of things besides this you might not have access to, but if you do or you want to try something else, you might be able to still make it work. Yeah, we'll get into that little particular. But we saw these and we didn't see icicles. We saw these. And
Well, they also would work.
we had them on our tree for the holidays. But basically, we started with some foam core, and I cut it into 3 consecutively smaller shapes to fit in the cap, because the cap actually basically is the on-off mechanism. But once you've cut these 3 shapes, because it's about as you can see, it's about this tall, and it just barely covers up the whole silver cap mechanism once it's in there. And glued it down with some basic PVA glue. Then the next step, we add these are actually pieces of glass that we found actually a large pile of in one of our hikes. So we grabbed a bunch of these sort of, you want to show those off?
Yeah,
Crystal. They're basically just glass that just happen to crack into these nice shapes. So again, good luck finding them. You could probably just use acrylic, or you could even use clear glue sticks and cut them into different shapes to make a little bit more crystalline.
Even though glass is the clearest thing you could use.
And we like that because it helps absorb the light from the main piece. But that's basically your second step. Be careful you don't break those in your hand. They don't appear to be very sharp.
This is actually the third step. You technically kind of skipped.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, no. That is the second step.
And you just basically take your X-Acto knife and kind of drill a hole in there and fit them in there. Throw some more PVA glue to hold them in. And then after that, we'll Mod Podge the shape to get rid of some of the straight lines.
But it'll still kind of have a layered effect.
Right, and that's good.
And then you cover it in sand, and then paint the sand gray.
Yes, and then the final step will be to add some crushed pieces of basic quartz. You want to get some sand in small bits and some rocky, sharp, jagged pieces to get this effect. And so we're just going to start off by Mod Podging. So let me shake that up a little. Shake that up for me. Let me do something else. Give it a good shake. Give you a napkin to work on. So he's going to Mod Podge both of these.
How do you use Mod Podge? So how do I tell if it's done?
You just shake it up a couple good times. It's just like paint. It's basically like the snow mix we make, except that it doesn't have the white paint. Wait, maybe it doesn't have the white paint? Yeah, I think it's white paint and white glue mixed. It doesn't have the baking soda.
So it doesn't
clump up. But just take the lid off, and he's going to start painting these 2 pieces.
Painting, not really.
Kind of is the best description I could come up with. And just don't worry if you get too much on there. Just goop it on there really good.
On the paintbrush?
Yeah, on the foam core. You want to get it really goopy.
Does it smell like white glue?
Yeah, it basically, from what I hear, it's just basically white glue and white paint. And basically, it's kind of like a sealer. It protects whatever you're coating with it to give it more strength. And yeah, you're gonna have to put your finger in the hole from time to time to help you spin it. From doing the first two, I ended up getting a little on me, so I just spin it, you know. But make sure you coat every inch of it. There's a little bit right here you missed. And if it sticks to the paper, we can just tear that off at the end when it dries. You can even spin the whole piece of paper if that helps, so you can get to the other edges. But just really get it in the where the flat edges are, so it makes it more round. Because then after you do that, you're going to add the sand.
Once it dries?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Before, because you use the glue effect to help get the sand on there.
Is that good?
You tell me. You think you got everywhere?
I don't know.
If you miss a spot, just go back and get it. And you'll find out if you missed a spot when you put the sand on it, because it'll refuse to stick.
Because there's nothing to stick to?
Right. On one of them, I had to go back over it because I was a little lax. Do you want to paint the other one and then do the sand?
Sure.
That'll probably be easier. That way you can
I kind of wish that you didn't already... Should
put the crystals in there.
Should you have cut the things out first?
What things?
Like, should you have already...
Oh, no, I can actually still drill in there.
okay, so...
But I just did that so that we could show them the step. Because that's, you know, step 2 or 3 or what have you.
Well, technically, this is was step 1.
Uh-huh.
This, how it is now, plus the sand, is technically what I think
Would be
step 2.
And then putting the
adding
crystals.
the first crystal in is step 3, and then adding all the rocks and the bigger crystal is step 4.
What step is the sand?
It's technically part of step 2.
Okay. Just so we're all on there. Now, I'm going to just use some super glue, basic Loctite. Normally I use Gorilla Glue, but it's a little hard to find right now. And I'm just going to glue a couple of the rocks on there to just give you guys an idea of what I'm shooting for. Hopefully this won't eat through the foam core because of the Mod Podge. Before I did it with white glue on the first example, completed example, because I couldn't find my super glue. And now it's dripping and wants to go into my hand.
Didn't we once add the sand, but we didn't have any white glue, so we used super glue?
Yeah. Again, the quartz we also found on one of our hiking trips. Was it the same trip? No, it was the trip we just went yesterday that we found the quartz, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we do a lot of hiking in our area to get all these ingredients. And I just took a hammer, I put the larger pieces of quartz in a couple of plastic bags, and then smashed them with a hammer. And that...
That got the effect you were looking for?
Yeah, because there were larger pieces, and I didn't, want to keep looking for smaller rocks. I knew I could just smash them and get jagged, random pieces. And I'm actually getting super glue on my hands. Little guy hates that. Ah!
Did you get some on your hand?
Yeah, I did. I totally got some on my hand. It's super glue. It's invisible and it's super, so it's gonna not cooperate.
Yeah, super glue is good, but it's also bad.
Yeah. It does what it wants.
I don't like super glue. It gets everywhere.
Okay, Annie. What Star Wars movie was it you just watched?
I didn't finish it.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Was it the Clone Wars?
That's not one of the movies. It's Attack of the Clones.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
I
that's
see
yeah,
why
you're
you
watching.
get that confused.
Everybody does. All us old guys do. Oh man.
Well, I think I'm done with this one.
Okay, you want to move on to the sand?
Sure.
You just sprinkle it on, keep it on the paper.
Where do I put this?
Just give it to me, I'll put it over here.
So do I just like grab some and just sprinkle it on?
Just make sure you keep it on the paper. This one doesn't want to stick like I wanted it to. It wants to stick to my fingers, because I still apparently have super glue all over my hands. But don't be shy with the sand. We've got plenty more in the garage. Right where I wanted, and then it fell over.
I think I might have not gotten some in some areas, but it could just be that. But I think it's just that I need to like tip it over.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I just shake it. And don't worry if you get some inside the cap, because it'll just shake out unless you got Mod Podge in the cap.
And I got some really. So I just do that.
Just yeah, don't worry about it.
But move it.
We've got plenty of sand. We'll get more if we need it. We've got a whole bucket of it in the garage, I think, left when we went to the beach.
That was a long time ago.
I know. So it's not like it's a rare ingredient.
I think there might be a few small areas I missed, but
That looks good. As long as you can't see the white. Then there you have it. Those are the steps.
and then you'll like also like paint that and
You're gonna definitely need to. Yeah, we're gonna paint that gray, so it looks more like this one.
this one also.
Yeah. But we hope you like this craft. We are actually going to not just show this off in our Sunday show-off show at the end of the month, but it's also going to be an integral part of
another craft that we will be doing at the end of the month.
Normally we do one kind of bigger craft at the end of the last Thursday of the month, is it?
Yeah, and we're still
Which gives us the
technically
least
doing
amount of time to work on it, I've noticed.
It actually, like I usually think about it as giving us the most amount of time to work before, but then the least amount of time to work on it after. Which
Yeah.
sometimes is a good thing and sometimes is a bad thing.
But it will go together with the last craft of the month.
Also, we might eventually one day make a revised version of it. I'm not sure we might do that.
Right.
Depends on what we do with it now. Because I had a completely different idea on what he was thinking of making it.
So there you have it for us. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great weekend. We will see you Sunday when we begin to paint. You gonna tell?
I don't know, should I?
It's up to you, buddy.
The dragon of the month. This time, still a dragon.
You gonna tell them which dragon?
It's January. January is in winter.
Okay, that's a
But-
hint. That's
And
about always-
December, which is technically more associated with winter than January is, we painted a lava dragon.
It's true. So that's a hint for you guys. We hope to see you then.
Also, I'm not sure if the one after is going to be a dragon.
Yeah,
February's probably
we'll put it
later.
we'll put it to our viewers and see if they have any suggestion for us.
I kind of want to do the
Mecha Dragon, the
clockwork.
Clockwork Dragon. So you guys want to see him do the Clockwork Dragon? Put it in the comments, and we'll do that in February. Until then, we'll see you Sunday. Have a great weekend. Good night, everybody. Want to say good night?
Okay, I couldn't keep that going for that long. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be
No,
here.
I'll fix that later when we're off camera.
Okay, goodbye.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.